monster. When I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say damn, monster, monster. That's right, we got the green light, it's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get out, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the monster.
Hartford, this is
time for the very first competition of the event, JCB Racing. Our 8 Monster Jam superstars have been seeded into a bracket based on a random draw. Whoever moves on from this round will advance to the semifinals and be that much closer to the racing win. So I've got one question for you. Who's ready for JCB Racing?
in the left lane. Let's hear it for John Zimmer in Megalodon. Taking on his opponent in the right lane, Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. First matchup right here of JCB Racing, round 1. I don't know anywhere else. You can watch a shark and unicorn battle it out. Let's go green. Our winner is John Zimmer in Megalodon. And advancing on from that last race is John Zimmer in Megalodon. Next up, put your hands together in the left lane. It's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Taking on his opponent and big brother, Trayton Robbins in a Crazy Train. Family affair here right to the starting line as these two brothers battle it out to see which one of them will be able to move on to that semifinal round. They know it's their chance at the first 8 points of the event, which can be crucial to keeping up momentum. Your winner is Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Trouble on the track for Trayton Robbins in that third corner there, just taking too much speed and momentum 12,000 pounds, swung just a little bit too close to that pod, and that means Montana Robin moves on to the semifinals for Team Plain Crazy. Once again, the winner of that race, moving on to the semifinals, is Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Next matchup ready to go in the left lane, it's John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Taking on his opponent in the right lane, Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. These two battle it out for that third spot available in the semifinal round. They know it's their chance at stake for the first 8 points in the event. First, they must move on to that semifinal round and prove they have got the fastest truck out on the track. We see them pull to the line right here. Keep your eyes on those Monster Jam Racing lights as we wait for that signal to go green. Your winner, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Advancing on to the semifinal round from that last race is John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. You see a trend in the JCB Racing competition. Each driver knows they've got to stay close to that pod, as close as possible anyway, because if you get too close, you might knock out that Monster Jam turn cone. If at any point during the JCB Racing competition that Monster Jam turn cone is knocked out of its flowered parameter, that means a disqualification for the driver who was able to move that cone. So being close to that pod, but just not close enough to take out a cone, is essential to move on in the JCB Racing competition. Next up, our final matchup here of round one in the left lane. It's Cody Saucier in Dragon. Taking on his opponent in the right lane, MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. An interesting matchup for the final matchup in JCB Racing Round 1 is we've got the driver with the best racing record on the series, Dragon, taking on our previous JCB Racing winner, El Toro Loco. Trouble for El Toro Loco on the track. That means your winner advancing on, Cody Saucier in Dragon.
Monster Jam fans, how you guys liking racing so far? Make some noise. We had 8 competitors, and now we're down to the fastest final 4. In this next round, they'll be competing for their spot in the finals. They'll be competing for the top spot. They'll be competing to earn the first 8 points of the event, which will set them up in a great position for the two-wheel skills challenge and the freestyle challenge after that. But now, Let's introduce our next semifinals contenders. Let's give them a round of applause, Hartford. Get loud for the JCB semifinals.
The fastest four have been determined, and they'll battle it out here with the first matchup just moments away from being ready to battle it out. They've gotten past that finish line once, but can they do it again? Hartford, we've got Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy taking on John Zimmer in Megalodon. Already from the event we've seen just hours ago, a completely different turnout with these two making it to the semifinals and their chance in the final round. They'll battle it out right here. Let's go racing! Is Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. A celebratory moment for Montana Robbins as he and Plain Crazy advance on to the final round. He's that much closer to his shot at the 8 points awarded to the JCB Racing winner. But who will face him in the final round? Will it be John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity? Or will it be Cody Saucier in Dragon? One race pass will determine the destiny of our final round here in the JCB Racing Finals as we see the series leader, Terminal Velocity, take on Dragon, one of the fastest drivers in the field. Your winner, Cody Saucier in Dragon.
Hartford, this is it. This is the JCB Racing Finals. Whoever takes this win will get the bragging rights, will get the top spot on our leaderboard, and the first 8 points of the event. So let's keep the energy going for the final round. Who's ready to meet your JCB Racing Finals contenders?
In the left lane, he's the youngest guy in the game, second-generation driver from Buffalo, New York, Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. He takes on his opponent with a racing record of 41-13, the fastest in the field, Cody Saucier in Dragon. An exciting final round right here in JCB Racing as we see a little bit of a story of an underdog. We've got Cody Saucier in Dragon with 15 JCB Racing wins, Montana Robbins with 1 so far this season. A race too close to call. We've got to turn to our Monster Jam official replay footage to see which one of these tires had their two PKT tires cross the finish line. Hartford, your winner is Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy not only secures the first 8 points of the event, but of course secures his top spot on the leaderboard. He's walking away a JCB Racing winner right here in Hartford. Make some noise for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. Here in round 36 of the season, Montana Robbins takes home JCB Racing win number 2 of the entire season. A big celebration for the entire Robbins team as he prepares to get to the top of the leaderboard.
Montana Robbins walking away with a racing win. Wow. That was a heck of a final round going up against the heaviest hitter on the series. How was that last race for you?
You know what, this dirt, it's been like changing this entire weekend. But earlier today, it was a little like weird. We were slipping in the corner. Now we had some big old ruts here. We were able to set this plane right in the rut, and we were ready to get across that line.
How does it feel knowing that your truck was actually broken in the middle of yesterday's event, or today's event, sorry about that, and you were able to come back in the very first competition of the next event and walk away with a win?
You know what? I couldn't do it with my crew back there. I got Crazy Richie, CJ, my dad, all my friends and family at home, and I couldn't do it without my sponsors, BAM Lifters, Raising Cane Monster Trucks. We're just getting started here in Connecticut. This is our second time back, and we got 2 more events here. I want to hear you guys. Come on, you're a little quiet. Let's hear you.
Representing Buffalo, New York, it's Montana Robbins Plain Crazy.
Let's take a look at that BKT overall event leaderboard as a Montana Robbins and Plain Crazy takes the JCB Racing win and of course those first 8 points. He secured his spot in first place leading the event, but Cody Saucier in Dragon made it to the finals. That means he gets 7 points and is currently in second place. Now you see we've got a 2-way tie for third between Megalodon and Terminal Velocity and then a 4-way tie for 5th place. But Hartford, I'll tell you what this means. This means coming up in the next competition, which is the 2-wheel skills competition, your drivers will be counting on you. That's right. We're handing the scoring right over to you. As long as you've got a smartphone, that's all you need. Scan that QR code, head to judgeszone.com, and that's all you need to become an official Monster Jam judge. But get ready. We're about to see some crazy 2-wheel maneuvers done on just 2 BKT tires. All that action coming up soon in the 2-wheel skills challenge. Okay. Hartford, joining me here at the desk is my very special friend. I want you guys to make some noise, give him a big warm welcome. Let's hear it for Brian. That's right. Look at that. Tons of fans already, Brian. We're doing good. Now, Brian knows I'm kind of going to put him to the test. We are going to look at a race just like we saw out on the track, but it's going to have 3 of our Monster Jam trucks. Brian is going to choose who he thinks is going to win the race. Brian, are you feeling ready?
I think so. I think I'm going with Gravedigger.
Love it. He's ready. He picks Gravedigger. Hartford, who else thinks Gravedigger's going to win this race? All right, pretty good pick. Let's kick off the race and see if you're right. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Let's go racing. Okay, Brian, these racing corners are just like the ones out on our track. They can be kind of tricky. Sometimes they trip up the driver, but Gravedigger's actually in the lead, so we are looking good. Oh, no. Oh, no, Brian. Gravedigger's fallen to the back. I don't know. I'm stressing out. How are you feeling? You feel like we can still do it?
I feel like we can.
Okay, he's remaining positive. I will stress out for the both of us. I don't know. Around this final corner. Hey, check it out. High five, dude. You killed it. Gravedigger takes the racing win. And of course, my friend Brian is right. So, for being so great and helping me out, which I really appreciate, I definitely got to send you home with some Monster Jam merch. So I'm going to send you with this Megalodon Plus truck. Thanks so much for helping me out. If you guys want to be just like Brian, go and check out our Monster Jam merchandise stand. You could take home a piece of something cool too. But Hartford, give it up for my friend one more time. Give it up for Brian. It is time for our second competition of the event. It's the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Now, in this competition, you will be the official judges. So let's take a look at some of the criteria to keep in mind during this competition. Now, we want to see stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks, and maybe even some combinations. But now that you've taken a look at that competition criteria, scan the QR code. It's now our time to hear from our Monster Jam superstars about some of the maneuvers they might attempt.
Catch that lip of the front tires, set it up on the wheelie bar, sit there for a few seconds. If it cooperates, try to walk it up AR6 across the pod.
My favorite skill is doing a combination. Moonwalk to a tombstone and off the pod again.
All right, Hartford, it's time for you to get this competition started. So follow along and clap your hands. A confident, clean, send it to the sky attempt from Logan Ashline. But remember, that's just attempt number 1. Let's see what she's got in store for attempt number 2.
It's time to party. It's Logan Ashline. It's Sparkle Smash. Ladies and gentlemen, ribbon boards are red, so scoring is open.
I think it's got to take a lot of gold to go first in the pack of superstars, but Logan Ashline stares down that challenge without fear. She goes out 2 successful attempts there, looking clean, confident. absolute skill out on the track, but it's also your first opportunity to be scoring at judgeszone.com. And we'll have all the scores officially locked. Let's reveal that score for Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. It's a 6.237. There you have it. That is the score to beat. All right, Hartford, your first scoring underway. Let's check out some of the highlights from that run. We see Logan Ashline put in 2 successful maneuvers, which is definitely something to keep in mind. She stays smart, pulls off moves. She knows she's able to push that truck to do with the track conditions. And there you have it, our first 2-wheel run, and that's score to beat. Next up, he's off the rails. It's Triton Robbins in a Crazy Train. Triton Robbins, a second-generation driver, both technically sound, and has got that special awareness that we see with those Monster Jam drivers who do roll up their sleeves and thrash on those Monster Jam trucks. But we've also known him to be a bit of a combo king himself. So we'll see if we get to see any of those combinations here from Triton Robbins. Looks like a careful approach. What's he going for? Clean, controlled execution from Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. And if you've been watching all season long, you know that this driver, he's tactful, he's planning it out, he's running risk and reward, and he is gonna send that truck to the limit he knows can be pushed. So let's see what he's got in store for us there. But what could be a quick pull-in for Triton Robbins and Crazy Train could be potential report on something going on with that Monster Jam truck. You just heard me say it. He's a smart technical driver. So that pull-in before that attempt number 1 is telling me one thing, and that is we're going to get that story from our pit reporter, Carlos Sparks. There's something going on with that Crazy Train, but there you have it. A smart move by Triton Robbins to kind of take that truck into the stall to be able to repair whatever's going on. We're going to wait from word from our officials to figure out what it is. But with 1 attempt in the game, he's eligible for a score. So let's check it out. A 5.879 for Triton Robbins here in the 2-wheel skills challenge. Next up, put those horns in the air for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Just hours ago, MJ Solorio took the win in this competition, taking the 8 points. I know he's looking to ride that wave of the momentum of the overall event championship. He also won right into today's event. Can he go back to back? Let's see what he's got in store for attempt number 1. Hartford, you sound pretty happy with that, and great news. Plenty more where that comes from. He has got 1 attempt remaining. Determined to take the win back to back. Let's see what he's got here for attempt number 2. What could potentially, to the untrained eye, look like indecision is actually MJ Solorio kind of reading the track. Course management, as we call it at Monster Jam. But could this right here be the setup for a Monster Jam bicycle? That's what it looks like. He's going for it.
Hartford, and with that, scoring is open. Make some noise, MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
Hartford, we hear you loud and clear. I know MJ hears you as well. A bicycle for the second attempt. MJ Solorio's pulling out all the stops for you, Hartford. Well, we do have your official scores locked in. MJ Solorio up against that score to beat, held by Logan Ashline and Sparkle Smash, which is a score of a 6.237. The score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is... That's right, a 9.228. We have a new leader. El Toro Loco MJ Solorio takes the lead in the competition with a score of a 9.228. He's looking to take that win again, but will he be able to go back-to-back?
Coming up next in the two-wheel skills challenge, flying high, it's Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy.
I know Montana Robbins is probably feeling like he got upgraded to first class coming into this competition with the JCB Racing win and 8 points behind him. We've seen some major success for him in the two-wheel skills competition so far this season, looking to bring that momentum right into that competition here today. Did you see him set it down with ease, Hartford? I mean, total control. Montana Robbins, absolutely the pilot of this Plain Crazy Monster Jam truck. But attempt number one underway, a confident, clean maneuver. He might have to pull out something big for attempt number two to be able to take the lead. Feeling out the track and looking for that sweet spot. Let's see what's calling his name. Saved it.
Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Plain Crazy.
Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy plays that little game of risk and reward there on that second attempt. You see him take that truck up over the pod on one wheel. Somebody tell Montana 2 wheels are allowed. It's the two-wheel skills challenge. You don't have to bring it just to one VKT tire, but all that risk right here for your scores. Let's check it out. The results for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy here in the two-wheel skills competition. A solid score, an 8.146. Right now, that score is good enough for second place. There you have it, halfway through the pack here in the two-wheel skills competition. And as we move on throughout this competition, we've also got to check in with another competition that we've got. It's the St. Jude ambassador of the event, Tons of love for Montana Robbins. I want to see if it's the same on our St. Jude ambassador of the event. Let's check it out. Check out the leaderboard. Looks like Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger is taking the lead here for St. Jude ambassador of the event. But check this out. We've got a few other drivers in the running. Montana Robbins himself is also in that running to becoming the St. Jude ambassador of the event. But you can see Kristen Anderson's in the lead. Now, if you are a Crazy Train or an El Toro Loco or even a Dragon fan, you got to get your favorite drivers in the running. Not even a penny or dollar donated to their name. Hartford, we got to have their back. So scan this QR code right here. Donate even $1. Get your favorite driver in the running, and they may have a chance walking away as the St. Jude ambassador of the event. Now, we raise money for all of 2026. So this isn't just helping our drivers and, of course, families in need affected by childhood illness, but we are also taking a look at the 2026 season. We'll crown a 2026 St. Jude ambassador of the event, and who knows, maybe that'll be Kristen Anderson. But together as we collectively raise money, a huge milestone has been met right here in Hartford. Together as a series, we've raised over $20,000 to help families in need with Monster Jam and St. Jude. Keep up the good work, Hartford. I'll update you as we move on throughout the event.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with my buddy Trent over here, and it's time to play Crashed It or Crushed It. So we're gonna show you a video on the big screen, and you're gonna have to tell me, did he crush it and get the save, or did he crash it? We're gonna find out. Roll the tape. Oh, I don't know. That's crazy. All right, Hartford, what are we thinking? Did he crash it or did he crush it? All right, do you know the answer, Trent? You feeling confident? That's kind of crazy. All right, what do you think?
He crushed it.
He crushed it. All right, let's find out. Roll the tape. Will he get it? Will he get it? Oh! Gravedigger absolutely crushed it. One of the craziest saves I have ever seen. And because you got that right, you are going to walk away with your very own brand new Monster Jam Megalodon. Make some noise, Hartford. Come on.
Good job, dude. Now, as we take a look at the competition, 4 out of 8 of the drivers have already laid down their best runs. You've got it there. But keep in mind, this leaderboard could be completely shaken up with the next 4 in the pack. Right now, we got MJ Solorio currently in the lead and set to go back-to-back with 2 two-wheel wins of the day if he's able to walk away with these 8 points. But the next 4 drivers in the lineup might have something to say. They know that they're going to need to lay down a crazy, mean run full of those maneuvers. So if you are an official judge right now, now's the time to join if you haven't already, because this is about to gear up into a whole new level of competition. You have to remember, our drivers are watching the rest of their competition. So as they watch the stakes raise and get higher and higher, they too know they have got to bring it to the track when it becomes their time to set down their most impressive maneuvers. So with 4 down here in the two-wheel skills challenge and 4 to come, anything could happen. Coming up next, he made it to the JCB Racing finals. That taste of victory was almost his, which means we know for this run, this driver is hitting that track with a mission. You can even see right now, Hartford, how those track conditions have already changed as with 4 drivers having hit the track. You can see creating that top layer of loose dirt is going to make for a faster track, which, yeah, it could be great in racing, but might actually propose a different challenge here in the two-wheel skills challenge. But I know one driver who's not afraid of a challenge ahead. It's Cody Saucier in Dragon. Cody Saucier, from the success in the JCB Racing competition, has gotten himself second for overall here tonight. This attempt run in two-wheel could mean a lot for him right here. Let's see what he's got for his attempt at number 1. All right, Cody Saucier giving us something we haven't seen just yet here in the two-wheel skills competition. Up on those rear KT tires, walks it across the pod. This is a man that controls that truck, understands it in and out. But he's filling out the track for tip number 2. It's a bicycle.
That will do it. Keep the noise going for Cody Saucier in Dragon. Ribbon boards are red, so scoring is open.
Cody Saucier and Dragon coming up and shaking up the entire competition. Cody Saucier doing something I love to see for you Monster Jam fans, which is bringing something different. He brings in 2 different maneuvers that we haven't seen yet here today. We'll see what you thought of that run right now, Hartford. Let's check out the results here for Cody Saucier in Dragon in the two-wheel skills competition. A solid score is 7.633. Right now, that's good enough for 3rd place. Let's take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay for some of those highlights. Major control in the approach there. You can see that driver intelligence coming in up and over the pod. Then you see for this, so smooth into the bicycle, and that's some Cody Saucier smooth right there. One of the hardest moves there is to do. He pulls it off, making it look easy. Next up, he currently leads the series, and we call him the Combo King. Make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. There you have it. That's exactly why we call him the Combo King, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Looking like he's been driving for as long as he's been alive out here in the two-wheel skills competition. And could this be John Zimmer Jr.? Is he psyching me out, or is he going for that bicycle? I don't know. Looks like he's approaching the pod now. Let's see what he's got in store for attempt number 2.
And that will do it. Another marathon combination from John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Hartford, scoring is open.
John Zimmer Jr. and Terminal Velocity must have seen MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco take the lead, because that run was full of Monster Jam action. I mean, full of skill, if not a complete representation of how in control this young man is of those 1,500 horsepower. Absolute madness. He is up against, though, that score to beat held by MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco, that score of a 9.228. The score for John Zimmer Jr. and Terminal Velocity is... Check him out, a 9.376. Hartford, we have a new leader. Check out this action, just in case you blinked. Maybe you missed it. Maybe you were out getting popcorn, came back, missed it. Maybe he was still on two wheels. I mean, absolute madness as John Zimmer Jr. not only is able to hold out that maneuver, walk it up that ramp, but back down again. He is out there to prove he puts the skill in the two-wheel skills competition. We'll see. Will he walk away with those 8 points? Or could that win be stolen by his dad? Let's hear it. Make some noise for John Zimmer in Megalodon. Now they say that blood is thicker than water, but I think we've got a Megalodon shark right here who's about to make this entire track his ocean of a playground. So check it out. John Zimmer's not going easy on his son. Let's see what he's got for attempt number 1. That's right, Hartford. Hartford knows exactly what's happening. He shut the truck off up on 2 BKT tires. John Zimmer said, "Who said I can't park here?" Well, attempt number 1 filled with skill, control, and a little bit of wow factor there. Let's see what he's got in store for attempt number 2. John Zimmer said, just in case you missed it, and he's thrown the steering wheel out the window. The truck shut off. He said, I don't need power. I don't need steering. I just need a 10 out of 10. That's right, Hartford. Keep up that volume for John Zimmer in Megalodon. Turn in the competition, and you see those ribbon boards have turned red. That's your cue right now to be at judgeszone.com, locking in your scores. Of course, that code, if you need it, is HAR. And man, I would want to be scoring for that run in. Indeed, John Zimmer out on the track, throws the steering wheel out the window, shuts the truck off, not once, but twice. Hartford, I don't know what you've done, but keep it up. John Zimmer is looking for the win right from you. I guess you'll need that for freestyle. So he's going to take that back to the truck. But let's take our eyes to the score. Let's see the results for John Zimmer in Megalodon. A solid score, an 8.832. That right now is good enough for third place. A fantastic, I should say fantastic run from Megalodon, John Zimmer. You see some of the highlights right here on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. a fantastic run, but just not enough to take out his son, John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity, who currently leads in the competition. He is just one truck away from taking the win and adding those 8 points to his overall score. Now, will he be able to walk away with that win right here today, or could that win potentially belong to our final driver? Could she be the one to take it? Make some noise for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. There you have it. Tip number 1. It's confident, clean execution from Kristen Anderson, and of course, that major cool Gravedigger control. Let's see what she's got in store for attempt number 2.
Make some noise for the black and green wrecking machine and Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Hartford, scoring is open.
Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger, the perfect woman for the job to stare down that high score and say, you know what, I am not the slightest bit intimidated. Let me go out there and show Hartford exactly what I'm made of. We see some really successful attempts there. You see on that first attempt, the control and, I mean, dare I say, even the poise behind 12,000 pounds and 1,500 horsepower. Absolute madness. I don't envy you all being the official judges. So let's go ahead and take a look at those results for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger here in the two-wheel skills competition. A solid score, a 7.699. That means your winner of the two-wheel skills challenge is John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. John Zimmer Jr. takes home the two-wheel skills challenge win for the 16th time so far this season. He's proven that not only 15 times, but 16 times he has got the best skills on 2 VKT tires. We nickname him Combo King, but today he's your two-wheel skills winner.
That's right. Yeah, please. Okay, I'm going to stand on this. This is insane, the way that the pod looks right now. And now you're taller than me again. The disrespect. Nonetheless, how was it trying to navigate this track that looks like it's got some canyons in it right now?
Well, I mean, you were talking before the event, and I was kind of making some jokes about the track, and man, I was kind of right about it. It's super difficult. This pod is just deteriorating every single time a truck gets out here. It's just going away, but I somehow managed to make it work for myself. I mean, the squishy dirt kind of helped keep me in some of those combos, but man, I don't know how I made that happen. I knew you fans loved it when I saw you jumping up and down screaming.
And we still have one more competition. So if it looks already as deteriorated, it's only going to get crazier. They're going to give it a shot to try to pull this together. So what does that mean going into the freestyle competition? Does that change any of your strategy now that you know how it's going to react to your tricks?
Honestly, the only thing that changes to my strategy is just hit stuff a lot harder than I would. This dirt's going to push and it's going to do some crazy stuff, but it can't do that crazy stuff when I'm hitting it so fast. And I know the fans love to see some freestyle, and that's why it's the last competition here at Monster Jam. It's going to get wilder and crazy. We got more coming at you guys. Are you ready?
Hartford.
That's right, Hartford. This is going to be the opportunity to see some of the coolest tricks done on this track. We're going to start off, we're going to warm up. They're going to test out the launch ramp. They're going to drive around, then they're going to start hitting a couple of warm-up tricks. After that, That'll lead us into the best trick competition where you, the fans, will decide who wins and who walks away with being named the best trick winner. Coming up first, Brendan Reardon. Up first, Brendan Reardon. Kenny Haskell. Seth Beaton. Josh Hedford. Brendan Reardon with the one-handed Indy. Kenny Haskell coming up next. Bar hop variation. Don't get the chance to see those very often. Shout out to Kenny for that one. A double grab variation from Seth Beaton. Josh Hedford. A double knack. A sidewinder, I think that one's called. That one's insane. One hand left on the bike, running beside it. Oh, first backflip of the evening. A captain flip. Have definitely not seen that one this weekend yet. Monster Jam fans, did you like what you see so far? Well, we've got even more coming at you with the best trick competition. In this competition, our riders will have one attempt to launch across this pod and try to impress you guys and earn the highest score at judgeszone.com. So, with that being said, riders, are you ready? Hartford, are you ready? Make some noise for the best trick competition.
Up first, he's from Worcester, Massachusetts. Make some noise for Brendan Reardon. Now, Brendan Reardon has got over 24 years of riding experience, and he is a 2017 ISDE gold medalist. He's throwing down in his Honda CRF 450.
Make some noise for Brendan Reardon. Ribbon boards are red. Scoring is open.
Brendan Reardon with a rock solid there for the best trick competition. Man, that is a great trick to start off with, but you guys have your work cut out for you being the official judges once again of this competition. Lock in those scores because that 20-second time goes by fast. Let's check it out. The score for Brendan Reardon is... all right, a great score to start us off, an 8.035. That is going to be the score to beat. Now, our next rider comes from Haverhill, Massachusetts. Make some noise for Kenny Haskell. Kenny Haskell has been riding since the age of just 5 years old. He's raced motocross. He's rode overseas in Japan, in Singapore, in Argentina, and Brazil. And he's been a part of the Monster Jam family since 2014. Off the track, he's a dad to 2 young boys, and today throws down on his Yamaha YZ 252 stroke.
Scoring is open for Kenny Haskell.
To have it, Kenny Haskell with his best trick underway, definitely looking to knock out his good friend and competitor, Brendan Reardon. But you guys saw the absolute height and air on that flip. Madness. So let's see. He's up against that score to beat held by Brendan Reardon. It's an 8.035. The score for Kenny Haskell is... Check it out. It's an 8.844. Absolutely enough to take the lead and your new score to beat. Up next, he's from Templeton, Massachusetts. Make some noise for Seth Beaton. Seth Beaton started riding at the age of 11, and he is now a 5-time Best Whip winner. He's been riding freestyle motocross for over 11 years.
Monster Jam fans, Seth Beaton. One more time. Ribbon boards are red. Scoring is open.
Seth Beaton absolutely turning up the heat and turning up the difficulty while he's at it too. He knows he's got to lay down some big, crazy trick. Now, he did take the win earlier here today. Will he do it again? He's up against that score to beat by Kenny Haskell, up against the 8.844. The score for Seth Beaton is... Check it out, a 9.676. The wait is worth it. There you have it. We've got a new leader. But we've got one final rider left. Make some noise for Josh Hedford. Josh Hedford from Asheville, North Carolina has competed in Nitro Circus and Night of Jumps in Europe.
Monster Jam fans, keep the energy going for Josh Hedford. Ribbon boards are red. He's coming back out. Score now, score now, score now.
Well, there you have it. I know Josh Hedford does not like to lose. And earlier today it was Seth Beaton to take the win. Will he go back to back? Let's find out. Seth Beaton does have the score to beat. Currently, it's a score of a 9.676. The score for Josh Hedford is... He's taken the win, a 9.834. Hartford, that means the winner of the best trick competition is Josh Hedford.
Monster Jam fans, big congratulations to our best trick winner, but now it's time for the grand finale. Our riders are gonna go around the track, get set, and launch off the ramp, back to back to back to back. All right, Hartford, that was pretty good. So we're gonna do it again. Here we go. Hartford, can we do it one more time? What do you guys think? One more freestyle motocross train. One more time, make some noise for Brendan Reardon, Kenny Haskell, Seth Beaton, and Josh Hedford. Monster Jam fans, I'm here with Josh Hedford, your winner. We're joking around because you've been gone for a couple of weeks, and now you came back to the normal tour and took back the crown. What was it like coming back to your normally scheduled programming?
Oh, you know, Mania Tour is pretty awesome. It's kind of crazy being like teamed up with a driver, and it's all like a points thing. So you got to like make up for when the trucks do something, or if I mess up, then he's got to make up for me. So it's kind of interesting to work together with the team, and definitely pretty exhilarating, honestly. It's quite the workout. So yeah, but then coming back here, it's just as much fun, and we just love to do our thing and ride with these guys. Like, I've known these guys for a long time, and seeing Seth ride and throw down still, and Kenny and Brendan, they're just ripping for you guys, having as much fun as possible. So that's the joy of it, is just seeing all the kids screaming and hearing you guys yell is like the greatest thing ever.
Now, is it kind of crazy watching Seth go, hits an Indy flip, you go, hits the Indy flip? Were you nervous at all? Like, are the fans going to choose yours versus his?
Well, I don't know. We were just kind of guessing what was going to happen. I wasn't too sure what was going to happen, really. So I wasn't too nervous, just kind of turned at the ramp and did my thing upside down.
And you walked away with the win. So, Hartford, make some noise for your best trick winner. This is the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. That's right. Keep the energy going because it's party time. It's Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. QR code is up. Lock in your scores.
I don't know a better way to kick off the freestyle competition than with Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash, absolutely tearing up the track. You see, this young woman is not afraid of that throttle. She absolutely tears up the freestyle track. We see really great flow from her during that entire run, use of multiple obstacles out on that track, and this is your first freestyle run to score. So we're gonna see where the bar is set for Logan Ashline and the rest of the competition. Let's go ahead and take a look at those results here. First Sparkle Smash, check her out. It's an 8.017. That is gonna be the score to beat. There you have it, those highlight moments on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Confetti takes across the track. Logan Ashline determined to let everybody else know who was here first. You know what those bells mean? That music can only mean one thing. Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger takes to the track.
And that will do it for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. Representing the black and green wrecking machine, let us know what you thought at judgeszone.com.
Man, oh man, sometimes a freestyle run, it doesn't always end up on 4BK2 tires, but we know our fans, I know you well. I know you guys love to see some destruction sometimes during these events. Sometimes that makes the score go higher. So if that's the type of judge you are, lock in those scores. We're gonna take a look at those results for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger here in the freestyle competition. There you have it, a 7.006 for Gravedigger, right now good enough for second place.
Monster Jam fans, it's now time for the Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle, brought to you by St. Jude. So we got my buddy Joel right here, who's super pumped to play this game. All right, if you can guess which helmet has the trophy, you're gonna walk away with the prize. Hartford, why don't we help them out? So pay attention, do not look away. Sometimes they try to trick you. All right, so we're rolling around, sliding around, jumping around. I don't know, I might have lost it. Wait, no, look away, no! All right, I think they're slowing down. Maybe. All right, who thinks it's number 1? Who thinks it's number 2? What about number 3? All right. Joel, are you ready? This is for all the marbles, buddy. What are we thinking?
2.
2, final answer. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah! Joel, great job. Give me 5. That means you won. You're going to walk away with your very own Gravedigger flag. You're probably going to have to help me out. Help me grab one side of this. Check it out. A full flag. Make some noise for Joel.
Well, we got a winner in the stands, but we've got to check in with the leaderboard now. Hartford, pat yourselves on the back. We got all 8 drivers in the running right now. MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco is in the lead, but we're moments away from crowning the St. Jude Ambassador officially. Keep donating. Time is not up yet. He's off the rails. Make some noise for Trayton Robbins in a Crazy Train.
Trayton Robbins, Crazy Train. Scoring is open.
Absolute madness on the track. I told you he's off the rails. Trayton Robbins in Crazy Train tears up that freestyle track in typical Trayton fashion. This is a driver who's absolutely got that specific freestyle intelligence behind the wheel, spaces all his hits intentionally, and is gunning for that top score. Now, Trayton Robbins is up against that score to beat, currently held by Logan Ashline in Sparkle Smash. It's a score of an 8.017. The score for Trayton Robbins in a Crazy Train is... That's right, we got a new leader. It's an 8.238. Trayton Robbins in Crazy Train takes to the top of the leaderboard. Some of the highlights there on the Super Glued to the Action replay of that run. And as Trayton Robbins hopes to win the freestyle competition, currently in the lead, it is now time for me to announce the St. Jude ambassador of the event, Hartford. We've done it. A drum roll. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. There you have it. MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco walks away with that St. Jude Ambassador win. And though those wins out on the track are sweet, I know this victory means the most to our Monster Jam drivers. And if you donated today, even if you donated $1, no matter the amount, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts here at Monster Jam. You've helped make a difference for families impacted by childhood illness and childhood cancer. Remember, it's never too late to join in on the donations. So make an impact here today with Monster Jam and St. Jude.
Monster Jam fans, they put it back together. He's back on the track. Make some noise. Montana Robbins playing crazy.
Next up, he took the overall hours ago. Make some noise for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Just a second, could he be lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip ramp?
The crazy bull cannot be tamed. MJ Solorio and Toro Loco. JudgesZone.com, you know what to do.
Hartford, what'd you think of that backflip? Well, the arena is absolutely electric for MJ Solorio. As he feels the love and electricity from Hartford, he waits with bated breath to see if it is enough. He's up against that score to be held by Triton Robbins and Crazy Train. It's an 8.238. The score for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco is... That's right, a 9.385 is absolutely enough to take the lead and become the new score to beat. Time to clear the waters. It's John Zimmer in Megalodon.
Da-dum, 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 da-dum. Make some noise for Megalodon. Hartford, scoring is open for John Zimmer.
To have it, John Zimmer in Megalodon. You can see him absolutely tearing up the track, and exactly why he has the most seat time out of all the drivers here on this series. He absolutely has been tearing up the track for years, which is why he's able to get a perfect read on a changing track like this. So we do have those official scores locked in. Let's go ahead and take a look at those results. For John Zimmer in Megalodon, it's a 7.944. A fantastic score right now. Good enough for fourth place. Monster Jam fans, you can see our track construction crew hard at work, and their maintenance never stops. You see the locally sourced dirt here from Hartford, and you can kind of see by the run and wear and tear of our other Monster Jam superstars, they break away through those layers of dirt and down to that second layer of plywood. Now, in order for the competition and all freestyle runs to be as fair and clean and fair as possible, that means we've got to have our track construction crew constantly working overtime, and they are the best at what they do. So being able to perfect that track and groom that as they go is a way that we help keep that competition fair, and of course grant that easy, clean freestyle track to each one of our Monster Jam superstars. Monster Jam fans, there you have it. 3 trucks still to come in the freestyle competition. You can see 5 of our superstars already have laid down their runs, but keep in mind with the 3 trucks remaining in the competition, their scores could completely shake up this leaderboard. Someone will need to do better than a 9.385 in order to take that win. El Toro Loco currently looking best right now to take that freestyle win home. Earlier today, taking home the overall event championship on a roll of success if he was able to walk away with that freestyle win. But nothing can be determined, nothing can be decided until these 3 trucks lay down their runs and you guys submit your scores. So make sure you've got your smartphones ready, open at judgeszone.com at all times so you're able to lock it in. Now we still have more Monster Jam action headed to the track. We're ready to get back to the action. Coming up next, it's Cody Saucier in
Dragon!
That's right, make some noise, Hartford!
Make some noise for Cody Saucier in Dragon. Lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
Well, you might hear an uncharacteristic throttle pop or throttle rhythm from Cody Saucier. He drove that freestyle run until all he had left was reverse. Make some noise, Cody Saucier in a Dragon. You can see the limits they're pushing these trucks to when you end up with only reverse. But if you're pushing that truck like Cody Saucier is, that's just the name of the game. But we've got your scores officially locked for that freestyle run. Let's check it out. It's a 7.858, a solid score right now. Good enough for 5th place. He rolled up his sleeves. He got into the truck, figured out what was wrong with the help of his team, and against the nick of time, they got that truck ready to go, and it's all for this moment right here. Hartford, make some noise for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. We all just got a first-class ticket to some Freestyle Madness thanks to Montana Robbins. There you have it. Scoring is open. Lock in those scores now at judgeszone.com. Remember that 20-second clock has already started. But regardless of those scores, a victory nonetheless, as Montana Robbins has fixed that truck. He knew this was the time to go big, and he could not miss that opportunity. We have your scores officially locked in. Let's take a look at the results for Montana Robbins in Plain Crazy. A solid score right now, good enough for second place. It's an 8.516. A fantastic score, and up against a freestyler with a backflip. Not bad at all. We see some major air from that Plain Crazy right there, almost nearly clearing the pod here in freestyle. And Montana Robbins doing what I love to see in the freestyle competition right here, adding some two-wheel skills into that freestyle run. A high score, but good enough right now for second place. Last but certainly not least, make some noise for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. He won the two-wheel skills competition. Can he win 2 competitions in a row? Keep up that volume and lock in your scores. The final time to lock in your scores right now for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity at judgeszone.com. But man, oh man, what you guys think of that backflip? John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, a driver who knows exactly when to dial up that heat, exactly when to take it to the next level. He pushed that truck. And he's doing it all for your scores. A big moment for John Zimmer Jr., currently leading the series, and now where points matter more than ever. We've got your scores officially locked. He is up against that score to be right now held by MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco. It's a score of a 9.385. Your winner, the freestyle competition, or your score for John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity is a solid score, and it's so close, 9.37. I mean, we're talking about thousandths of a point, but that means your freestyle winner is El Toro Loco, MJ Solorio. But walking away with the trophy as your BKT overall event champion, it's John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity proves that consistency is truly king. He walks away with that two-wheel win, is able to get a high enough freestyle score to hold that trophy and take home overall event win right here in Hartford. Make some noise, Hartford. He's taking home the trophy. This is overall event win number 18 of the season for John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity.
Well, that freestyle one sure won you this competition. Holy smokes, man. Did you know going in you had to throw down like that to take a win?
Oh, absolutely, but the points don't really matter to me when I come out for freestyle. I know I get bored in the stands when no one's throwing down. That's what I looked forward to when I was a fan. So I always come out here and run my truck as hard as I can. Doesn't matter what place I end up in, as long as I leave you fans happy and having a good time.
So tell us, when you throw down that crazy of a run, what does it feel like right when it ends?
Man, it's just like coming down off the biggest adrenaline pump, man. It's so much fun getting to wheel the truck in front of these fans, and I know I get to live my dream because of you guys. I got an amazing team behind me back home, Send It Motorsports. Wouldn't be able to do this without Don and Carol Ann and my dad and my entire crew supporting me and letting me absolutely throw down for you fans, so thank you guys. We got another one. Woo!
One more time, your winner, John Zimmer Jr., terminal velocity. I wasn't going to let you walk away. I wasn't going to let you walk away without talking about that freestyle run. You take another win. That keeps you in contention for the points chase. How are you feeling right now?
Man, you know, I feel good about that run. I was out there having a good time. Kind of got a little crossed up here in that corner, but we got to do what we can with these confines that they give us. Man, I knew Johnny was getting ready to throw down and run. You know, it almost feels like every time I backflip, he backflip also, but I don't blame him at all. You know, we're in a tight competition. We're coming out. We're trying to battle for points. Kudos to him, man. He threw down an amazing freestyle run, and it came down to the micro points right there for me to come out with that win. Man, it was all because of you guys out here. He threw down. I threw down. The rest of these competitors threw down for each and every one of y'all in the seats. You guys could have been anywhere else Saturday night, but you chose to be right here. So for that, I'm forever grateful. A toda mi gente, te dije antes que venimos a darle con todo, y así lo dejamos. Get home safe, and we'll see you next time.
A big congratulations to our overall event winner and all of our winners here today. But John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity taking home that overall event win and is one step closer to that automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals 25 happening in Salt Lake City, Utah. But we want to thank all of you, whether you came out to the event and joined us live in the arena or tuned into the Monster Jam live stream. We couldn't have done this Monster Jam event without you. And on your way out, make sure you stop by our Monster Jam merchandise stands to bring home the latest Spin Master diecast trucks and a souvenir to remember the amazing memories you made here with us at Monster Jam. On behalf of my entire team, on behalf of my co-host, Carlos Sparks, my name is Keaton Stewart, and we'll see you at the next Monster Jam.